Everyone, so Daredevil Born Again Season 2 Episode 7 delivers one of its most shocking turns yet with the death of Daniel Blake. But what fans didn't know at the time is that his fate was almost completely different. In the episode titled The Hateful Darkness, Daniel is caught in the escalating chaos surrounding Mayor Wilson Fisk's crackdown on vigilantes. After refusing to reveal information about baby's whereabouts, he is confronted by Cashman. The confrontation ends in a tragedy where Buck shoots Daniel, marking a sudden and brutal end to his storyline. But according to actor Michael Gandolfini, that was not the original plan. In earlier versions of the script, Daniel was supposed to survive the episode. In fact, Gandolfini had already filmed material intended for episode 8, including scenes that would have carried his story into the season finale. At that point, Daniel's arc was still open ended. However, as production continued, the creative team reassessed his storyline and came to a different conclusion. They felt Daniel had already reached a natural emotional endpoint. There wasn't a meaningful direction left for him moving forward. So instead of extending his arc, they made a late but decisive change. They decided to kill him in episode 7. Gandolfini said the decision ultimately made sense. Even though it was unexpected, he felt the ending suited the character's journey and gave Daniel a final hero moment before his death. Interestingly, the scene itself didn't require reshoots. The original version was actually filmed with Buck hesitating, lowering his weapon, and walking away after a tense confrontation. The actual gunshot and Daniel's death were added later in post production using visual effects and editing adjustment, transforming the tone of the scene entirely. That means the emotional impact audience saw was shaped in the editing room, not fully on set. When Gandolfini found out about the change months later, he reached out to his co stars, including RT, who plays Buck Cashman. RT reportedly had a strong emotional reaction upon learning that his character was now responsible for Daniel's death, especially since he had filmed scenes where their dynamic was very different. Gandolfini also shared that he received supportive calls from series lead Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio, both of whom responded positively and warmly to the change. What makes this behind the scenes so interesting is how it highlights unpredictable nature of long form storytelling. Even in a carefully planned series like Daredevil Born Again, character arcs can change dramatically late in production if the creative direction demands it. And in this case, Daniel's death also raises the stakes heading into the finale. With Daniel gone and Matt Murdock already injured after an ambush by AVTF forces, the world of Daredevil Born Again Season 2 is clearly becoming more unstable. No character feels safe anymore, not even the ones who seem like they had a long journey ahead. It's a reminder that in the version of New York, consequences are immediate and survival is never guaranteed. And as the season heads into its final episode, the impact of Daniel's altered fate only makes the tension even sharper because now anything can change at the last minute. Thank you for watching. Bye.